What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. As you guys know, Dr. Umar has been out here begging for money, family. And by now, I'm gonna just tell you, it's funny. It don't make no sense. And it's also sad, brothers and sisters. It's sad that Dr. Umar Johnson is this dusty, okay? Now, why is he extremely dusty? Because Dr. Umar Johnson, out of anybody in, I would call the pro-black community in the last 10 years, has been afforded more opportunities than anybody that I can name. Why is that important? Because in the pro-black space, there are not so many people who want to support what you do. And that is because of, blacks operate in what we consider a low trust environment. So when you start operating in a low trust environment, don't nobody want to deal with you, okay? So now that you have the situation with that going on, he was able to overcome it. Only people that really can get, I see a whole lot of funding from online. Brother Tariq Nasheed, I've seen him do it, and Dr. Umar do it. The issue with Dr. Umar is he failed everybody. We already know what he did and why he did it, all right? Now, after all of that went down, Dr. Umar Johnson went and he said his funds were frozen. The folks got his money. He needed the community to come out there and basically save his ass. We already saw that video. But then we start seeing some more interesting receipts.
So as we all know, Umar claims that his bank accounts were frozen. He's been having financial struggles for decades now, but he alleges that his bank accounts were frozen. But there's something else here that everyone needs to be aware of. And I want to get right on into it. Here you go. This right here is a monition. And this was filed August 5th of 2025, which was 3 days ago. Today's August 8th of 2025. I don't think Umar is aware of this yet. I don't believe Umar is aware that this was posted up there on the door for these abandoned buildings, not just one side of the street, but both sides of the street. Now, I don't have the screenshots or the documentation for the other side of the street, but this side right here, this is the large building. Read this to you guys. Monition. Take warning. This is to Umar. To all persons having or claiming to have any title, interest, or lien upon the within described premises. Take warning that unless the judgment for the taxes or assessments stated herein is paid within 20 days after the date hereof, or within such period of 20 days, evidence of the payment of the taxes or assessments herein claimed shall be filed in the office of the, I can't even read that, I think it says probatory, or I don't know if that's an H, I can't tell, which evidence shall be in the form of, I can't see that one either. I think it says rescripted bill or duplicate thereof, hearing date prior to the filing of the lien in the office of the I can't read that, bonitary for the Newcastle County, the city of Wilmington may proceed to sell the property. Listen, did you hear that? But it's for Newcastle County, the city of Wilmington may proceed to sell the property herein mentioned or described for the purpose of collecting the judgment for the taxes or assessments herein stated. Property address, 610 East 17th Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19802. Tax parcel number, I referred to that earlier, 26029-40028. Water and sewer account number, 16846, etc. Person in whose name the subject property is assessed, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey, RBG, International Leadership Academy, Inc. Years, taxes. Okay, it doesn't show any taxes. So water and sewer charges, December 9th, 2016. Huh? Watch this. And then it says December 30th, 2024 through May 29th.
And wait, there's more.
Umar Johnson owes the feds around $40,000 in penalties and is probably going to lose that school. It's also why he's asking you guys for so much money every single day. See, if you go to courtconnects.gov and then put in 2 case numbers or put in Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, you're going to find 2 very, very ridiculous citations stating that on one building they owe $17,810.77 and on the other they owe $20,577.45. When I say they, I mean Umar. The trick of it is he's been putting the name down as Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy Inc. But here's the really big kicker. See how that says vacant registration fee? See how that says $15,000? And see how it says $15,000 over here too? Well, if you take a look above my head, you'll see that you receive a new financial penalty every year that this building is vacant, culminating in $5,000 at the 10-year mark. However, there's an additional $500 every year after. Now, I'm going to ask you, if it stops at $5,000 at 10 years of vacancy, but he owes collectively around $30,000 between both buildings in those vacant registration fees, did Umar Johnson ever buy this building, or did he just slap his name on it?
So I remember a time where Dr. Umar Johnson was telling people in the community, basically that it's your fault that I don't have this school. He berated people, right? Saying that you didn't donate enough, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. One of the criticisms that I would have against Dr. Umar Johnson is that he had the opportunity to start at where he was at, okay? Again, when you start in the school, and again, Dr. Umar Johnson, he might have been a school counselor, but he never was an entrepreneur, a person that ran an NGO, a nonprofit. He was never that. So basically, after this occurring and this happening, he didn't know how to run the business. And that's fine if you don't know how to run the business, but you got to get people around you that know how to do that, and so that you don't destroy yourself. And what Dr. Umar Johnson did was he destroyed himself. It was quite evident that Dr. Umar Johnson did just that. He destroyed himself. Now, he didn't enroll any students in. How could you when you're still in the money? Okay? How could you? How could you? All right? You bought a building you couldn't maintain. You were asking folks to give you free stuff. You never put nobody in the school. You messed up the donations you had. You was tricking it off. You was eating all kind of behind like groceries. I mean, basically down bad. I mean, it just doesn't make any damn sense. Now everybody and their money is gone. They can't get their money back. And they can't get their money back because of your ass. This is why they can't get their money back. So you've lost the entire community support, and everybody is like, well, the school didn't come 10 years now. And this is one of the reasons why I gotta be honest, why you don't support black business, someone may say. It's stuff like this. Pan-African causes. It don't matter if it's hashtag FBA, if it's Pan-Africanism, is what blacks. I noticed that whenever you see this, and this is a big problem in any sort of pro-black communities, I would consider FBA, hashtag FBA, or Pan-Africanist things. Those are strong pro-black style communities, even though they have different goals. And both of them operate in low levels of trust environment. And this is why as blacks, we miss so many opportunities. Because when it comes to just, you know what, we're gonna do what we say we're gonna do. We're gonna do this for our community. We're gonna do this for our people. We're not gonna let our people fall off like that. We're not gonna do them like that. No, we're not gonna do that. We would rather do the complete opposite. We would rather do the complete opposite. So once we do the complete opposite and we lose all of our opportunities, guess what happens? This happens, all right? This is exactly what happens. Then we end up looking down bad. This is what happens. And now you playing from behind, you looking stupid, you looking silly, and you wondering like, yo, what's gonna go on? And this is exactly what happens. This is exactly what happens, family. We get down bad. We get in a situation where we out here struggling. We get in a situation while we out here dusty. And then now we don't want to talk about it. This is exactly what happened. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Pretty sure for all that you do, scared the bell. We out.